I woke to the sound of my phone buzzing violently against the hardwood floor, the vibration rattling through the silence of my apartment like a warning bell. My heart raced before I even saw the screen, a message from my sister. Just one line, typed in her familiar, precise way. Please, don't come to my wedding. I froze, a cold weight settling in my chest. My brain refused to accept it at first, cycling through every possible rational explanation. Maybe she was stressed. Maybe it was a bad day. Maybe, God, I prayed, it was some terrible joke I didn't understand. I dialed her number, my fingers trembling. Why? I asked when she answered, my voice brittle. There was a pause. Long agonizing. And then a sigh. I don't want you there, she said finally, her tone tight, strained. Why not? What's going on? I pressed, sensing the tremor beneath her words. Her voice caught. It's complicated. Just, please, trust me. I didn't know what she meant, and my chest tightened in frustration. Complicated? This is your wedding, our family. How could it be complicated? I spent the next few days in a fog of half-formed suspicions and restless dreams. Every text she sent was measured, polite, but distant. I couldn't stop thinking about the words she didn't say, the truths she was hiding. Something felt off. The first hint came at a family dinner, the night before the rehearsal. She laughed, but it was a brittle, sharp sound, not her usual warm tone. My mother tried to draw her into conversation, but she kept glancing at her phone, a shadow crossing her face each time it buzzed. Later, I cornered her in the kitchen, away from prying eyes. Who is it? I asked bluntly, and I hated the tremor in my voice. She blinked at me, startled, and for a fraction of a second, the mask slipped. I saw panic, guilt, something darker I couldn't name. It's nothing like that, she whispered, avoiding my eyes. I just can't deal with the pressure. Please, understand. But I didn't. I wanted to. I needed to. Yet the seed of doubt had been planted. That night, I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, replaying every interaction we'd ever had, searching for clues, for signs I'd missed. The rehearsal was tense. My sister moved through the room like a ghost, and my fiancé, normally so charming and attentive, seemed unusually distracted, whispering in corners, smiling at people I didn't know. Something about the way he looked at her, like she knew something I didn't, gnawed at my gut. I caught him later, in a moment I couldn't ignore. He was holding her hand, not in the friendly, familial way one might comfort a stressed sister, but lingering, private. I froze in the shadows, the scene burning itself into my mind. My rational brain tried to argue. Maybe it was comforting, maybe it was innocent, but every instinct screamed betrayal. The next morning, I confronted my sister, trembling with anger and fear. What's happening between you two? I demanded. She recoiled, the guilt raw on her face. You don't understand, she said, almost pleading. I didn't want this, it just happened. Just happened. I shouted, my voice breaking. You're supposed to marry someone you love, not. My words caught in my throat. I didn't want to name the truth aloud, but my heart knew. You're betraying everything we believed in. Everything I believed in. She turned away, tears slipping down her cheeks. I never wanted to hurt you, she whispered, voice cracking. I love him, but it's a mess. I can't fix it. And I can't ask you to watch me destroy myself. I stumbled back, the room spinning. Betrayal was a physical blow, sharp and suffocating. I wanted to scream, to fight, to shake her until she told me everything. But I also wanted to understand, to grasp the why, the how. And then I saw it, her phone, lying carelessly on the counter, screen lit up with messages that made my stomach twist. Names I didn't recognize, texts filled with intimate familiarity, flirtations, declarations I wasn't meant to see. I am yours. I can't wait to be with you tonight. I stepped closer, hands shaking. She didn't stop me. She couldn't. There was nothing to say. The truth was raw, unyielding, burning through the carefully constructed life I thought I knew. I backed away, heart hammering, vision blurred. My sister's voice came softly, almost apologetic. I wanted to tell you. I tried. But I couldn't. I'm so sorry, Sorry. I laughed, bitter and hollow. Do you even know what that means? Do you understand what you've done? Her tears fell freely now. I know. But I can't change what I feel. I didn't plan this. I didn't want to hurt anyone. Please, don't hate me. Hate her? I didn't know if I could. My love for her, for my family, clashed violently with the pain of betrayal. I wanted to shake her, to scream, to collapse into sobs. Instead, I left the room, the smell of her perfume and the sharp tang of guilt hanging in the air. For hours, I wandered the empty streets, replaying every smile, every touch, every casual conversation that now seemed loaded with secrets. Each memory twisted in my mind, sharp and accusing. And through it all, one terrifying thought. How long has this been going on? The wedding day arrived like a storm I couldn't escape. She looked radiant, untouched by the chaos that churned beneath the surface, and yet, every glance she cast at him felt like a silent confession. I sat at the edge of the congregation, numb, watching her walk toward a future I no longer believed in. And then I saw it, the brush of hands, the subtle exchange of glances, and the quiet intimacy that didn't belong to her fiancé. My heart shattered in slow motion. Each beat a hammer against the fragile cage of trust one still carried. After the ceremony, I confronted her in the garden, away from prying eyes. The world was quiet, the only sound the whisper of wind through the trees. It's over, I said, voice trembling. I can't watch this happen. Not like this. She looked at me, eyes wide, guilt etched in every line of her face. I know, she whispered. I never wanted this to be your burden. I tried to protect you. I turned away, the tears I'd been holding back finally breaking free. Protect me? You've destroyed everything. Our family, our trust, yourself. She stepped closer, hand reaching out, but I pulled away. I can't forgive this, I said, voice shaking. Not yet. Not ever, maybe. And as I walked away, leaving her standing among the flowers, radiant and broken, I realized betrayal wasn't just about the act. It was the erosion of every certainty I'd held, the slow, insidious cracking of the foundation beneath my feet. I didn't know if I'd ever see her the same way again. But one thing was certain. Some truths, once revealed, could never be unseen.